Welcome back, everybody. My name's Matthew. Today I have less hair and we are walking around the U District here in Seattle. Probably gonna take some street photos, probably more abstract photos like last video. Let's see what we can get as always. And yet again, it always feels so sacrilegious just shooting with the LCD on the M11, but how else would I get this? Honestly, something that I never would have thought I would even want or need is focus peaking in the M11. Like, that is the main reason why I use the LCD on this. Because like sometimes it's just hard to know with the rangefinder patch, especially when I'm shooting at f2 like right now, like what even is in focus. Like I know for certain when I see like the red outline for the focus peaking, so it just makes my life a lot easier. Something that I'm like starting to get more comfortable with in doing all this is just like uncertainty. I know that that's already like a big part of street photography, is just walking around and like something happens in a split second. But what I find really funny about all this abstract stuff is like I look back when I import and I don't even remember the moments or like where I am, like when I took it, if that makes sense. When I'm doing street photography, like when it's people, I'm like, yeah, obviously I remember being there in that moment. But because it's all abstracted, I'm like, literally, where was this? When was this? And like, I don't even remember the moment where I like key on it. Like, it's really cool because it's all like subconscious, if that makes sense. Like there's one photo in the last video that I took and it was of the hood of a car. And I look at it and I'm like, that doesn't, like, because I know that it was what it was, like I can kind of see it, but it's like, it feels super foreign looking at it, you know? Something I didn't realize until recently, when I was reading a book that I bought about Jackson Pollock. This may very well be common knowledge, but they called him Jack the Dripper, which is fucking hilarious. There's nothing really special that I'm doing here either. I'm literally just shooting at f2, 1/250th of a second, and auto ISO. Which thankfully in this lighting usually means that I'm around ISO like 250. Right now I'm capping at 160, which is nice. So it's very simple. I'm also getting better at like conceptualizing what the edit will look like when I take it. And this one, fingers crossed. It is, I found, much more dependent on the lighting than sometimes I think. Which, I mean, the lighting on this wall isn't special at all. It's pure shade, but we'll see. Yeah, you know, if I take this photo and it's this thing, there's spray paint, it says telephone, that's like really profound. It like says a lot about society and shit, you know? Just don't ask me what in particular. Oh yeah. Honestly, there was one photo from the last video that I took of a staircase that turned out like surprisingly well. Like in the moment, I was like, this is bullshit. I'm just a fraud. Then I got it and I'm like, well, I'm still a fraud, but it looks cool. Got to make sure the composition on this one is perfect. Perfect. The nice thing about a scene like this is I get to play the artiste, but without any of the true effort. And as always, a quick photo book stop. As it goes with most of these videos, it's just kind of seeing what we can get. All this is just kind of off the dome. I hope you enjoy. I hope it's like interesting in some capacity. I hope the work is interesting as well. I'm very much like in this vein of work that's just kind of like going out and figuring it out. And not having street photography, not to say that I can't do it, but like for some reason mentally it's just a big hurdle for me. This abstract stuff is much more interesting, and I hope that it's not just interesting to me. So, I mean, if you stayed this long, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again another time soon.